After giving his team a glimmer of hope, and wow, you can really see this blue tongue on camera. Let that be a lesson in the future to not eat candy before you go film a video. But after giving his team a slight glimmer of hope at the end of episode 5 with his hat trick, Tatsuya is really hit hard with the harsh reality of Rin is just overall more talented and more experienced than him in the sport of kabaddi. And that makes it even more crazy that Masato was able to shift all the momentum into Noukin's favor when he entered the match, because we saw that Rin is pretty much better than anyone on Noukin's team, and he was just about single-handedly taking Noukin out with his raids and getting just point after point after point, and showing the gap in the experience between someone like him and Tatsuya and him and someone like Azamichi. But man, dude, Masato was able to come in and change all that by himself. What's up, y'all? Shaman Dad. What's up, y'all? Shaman Dad, dude, bringing you guys another video. I'm giving out subscriptions down below, so if you like Burning Kabaddi, I review every episode, and I talk about other anime too. You don't want to miss anything, so go hit that button. Also, feel free to follow and hit up on Twitter at @DadDudeAnime. I mentioned in my review of episode 4 that I am not really a fan of Masato's ability, or whatever you want to call it, where he can go unnoticed. I think it's an overused trope in anime. I think it's kind of dumb and that it doesn't make a lot of sense, but it would not do me much good to keep harping on it. And I overall really enjoy watching Burning Kabaddi, and so I am willing to overlook some things so that they don't get in the way of that enjoyment, which is what I would be doing with Masato for like the rest of the show. For most of this episode, things were looking very dire for Noukin. They didn't have an answer for Rin, and they were also getting outclassed from a strategic standpoint too. Although I think it's worth mentioning that with Tatsuya and Azamichi, they are new to the sport of kabaddi. With Shinji and Kyohei, they have like 1 year of experience between those two. Well, not between them, they each have 1 year of experience. Like, yes, Kei and Masato have a lot of experience in kabaddi, but overall, the team is at a huge disadvantage when it comes to experience. So it came as no surprise that Noukin was just straight getting beat down by the more experienced and the more talented Soa. But what did surprise me is the huge shift in momentum that happened just by Masato entering the match. I thought that this would be more of a showdown between Ayumu and Masato whenever it was Masato entered the match. Like, I knew at some point Masato would like participate within the game or within the match, but I didn't think he would come in and just single-handedly dominate the way that he did. That did surprise me. I thought that Ayumu would be stronger in his own right. That's not to say Ayumu isn't strong. Like other people participating in the match, Ayumu is like the second best kabaddi player or someone who plays kabaddi. Still not sure how you like say that like specifically, but it's still the second best at kabaddi between the two teams of the people participating in the match after Masato. But there is a really big gap between Masato and Ayumu, or at least it appears to be that way from what we saw towards the end of this episode. Maybe in the next episode, Ayumu will have like bounce back and acquit himself a little better and show more visibilities. But right now, man, it just, I knew that Masato was super good at kabaddi. I didn't know he was this much better than someone else who was also on the national team. And it appears that Masato is outclassing him by a pretty wide margin. Even though the momentum is now in Noukin's favor, I don't believe that Rin and Ayumu are going to go down easy. We saw the look on Rin's face towards the end of the episode where he was not intimidated at all by Masato, which I think is an indication that he's going to try to push himself to new heights to challenge Masato, because even though Rin is very much Sowa's version of Tatsuya with their backgrounds and how they came to participate in kabaddi and that kind of stuff, he is already better at kabaddi than Tatsuya. He is on a higher level than Tatsuya. So Tatsuya in a way is chasing Rin, but Rin is chasing Masato. But with that, guys, that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this video, go hit that thumbs up. And if you are so inclined, subscribe and share. It would help me out a lot. If you did enjoy the video, let me know why in the comments so we can talk about it. I respond to almost everything. And again, feel free to follow and hit me up on Twitter at @DadDudeAnime. And I'll see you guys in the next one.